Hello everyone, it's Janice from Jazzle Dazzle Cards. I'm a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator working in Scotland. Today I'm going to demonstrate how to make this beautiful card. I'm just trying to get it in shot for you now, properly. Okay, this is only my second video, so I'm just learning all the techniques at the moment on how to film. I'm actually filming, this is take 2, so it's dark outside now, so I'm not quite sure how the camera is going to cope with the artificial light, but let's just go with it and see what happens. So I've been trying to think about what my main Christmas card is going to be this year, probably for personalising for mums and dads and aunties and grannies and whatever people are after. So I thought that this one looked really quite special and could do for men and women, and it's also using my favourite stamp set. So I'm just going to quickly show you how I made this card and what materials I've used today. So I'm just getting the stamp sets that I've used together. I'm trying not to stretch across the shot this time, which I did on my first take. So I put the card out of the way just now, and this is one of the sets that I'm going to use today. This is Lovely as a Tree. This is actually my favourite stamp set, and it's one of the stamp sets that made me join Stampin' Up! Let's just say it's one of the things that I really wanted, and it was certainly one of the first things in my kit when I joined up, which was on the 6th of January this year, so I'll soon be coming up to my first birthday, and I'm really, with Stampin' Up!, really quite excited about that. It's been a fantastic year. The other stamp set I'm going to use, I'm just using the greeting from this set, and it's the Merry Christmas greeting here that you see. So I've already put that onto a block ready to use. I've put the Merry Christmas onto a Stampin' Up! Block. As you can see, I'm all inky fingers, been crafting quite a lot today, so that's it. I'm also using this particular stamp from the Lovely as a Tree set. Again, it's already on a block, a generic block, because I don't yet have all the Stampin' Up! Blocks, but I wish I had, because I much prefer to use them. I'm also going to be using Dapper Denim card, which is this colour here, and I'm using Whisper White card. Now I've cut 2 pieces of Whisper White. This one is 10 centimetres by 10 centimetres, or 4 inches by 4 inches would work, and this one is 15 centimetres by 15 centimetres, and that would be 6 inches by 6 inches. So first of all, I'm going to emboss the larger piece of card. I'm going to put that in the softly falling embossing folder that Stampin' does. These embossing folders are fabulous. They give you a really good deep impression, and to do that I'm going to use my Big Shot. So if you just give me a second, I'm going to get that over. Okay, so hopefully you can see that okay. I'm just going to zoom out a little bit so that you can see the Big Shot properly. Okay, so I'll just pull this back. Oh, wait a minute, I've got the sandwich right. So this is a multi-purpose platform that I have with my Big Shot, and I have to open it one level down. So I put it on the bottom of the sandwich, the bottom clear plate, then the embossing folder, and then a clear plate over the top. And then all we're going to do is wind the handle and take it right through take this out. Bear with me, I'll just put everything else to the side out of the way. And then take it out of the embossing folder. And I only put that through once, and look what a beautiful impression that has made. I don't know what you can see. I know the light's not good, so you may not see all the detail today. But anyway, and what I'll do with that, I've already done one in advance, is mat and layer it onto a piece of Dapper denim, which is 15.5 centimetres square, and or you could cut it 6 1/4 inches square, and that'll mat and layer just beautifully like that. I'm going to use it that way round for the card. I'm going to take Dapper denim ink, open it right up, take my Merry Christmas, do it the right way round of course, and then just gently kiss it down. Because I'm using, it's a photopolymer stamp, I can see right through, and there you go, beautiful crisp finish. So that's the bottom layer. Now we're going to work on the top layer. So first of all, I take the square. I'm just using a piece of old kitchen sponge today because I don't have the lovely, I don't have any of the lovely Stampin' Up! Sponges left at the moment. And I have cut a circle from a piece of post-it note with my circle punch. That's, I'd be lying to tell you the width of that. I've forgotten the width of that circle, but I'll tell you in a moment. I'll diameter. I think it's 1 5/8 of an inch. So I'm using that to leave a bit here for my moon. I've kind of put it off the paper, so just a bit of Dapper denim ink on my sponge, screw my sponge up a bit to round it, and just gently dabbing. No particular technique here, just dabbing a bit of colour on. Take my moon, and to give its reflection, just moving it down here because it's a reflective picture we're making, and just a bit of gentle dabbing here. Gives you your kind of arty background for your trees. So that moon off, just to soften it up again, I kind of just take the sponge. It won't take the moon edge but away, but it'll just soften the picture up a wee bit. And that's me done with the blue, which I'll put that away. Then I'm going to get my black archival ink pad. And I'm going to ink it up. Sometimes I do it that way, and sometimes I think with a bigger stamp, sometimes that's as well to do that. Now the archival black is not the foam pad like the colours are, like the classic pads. It's on felt, so it's really quite firm. So you press down a fair bit, make sure that you've got your ink on, and then we're going to basically the top half of the picture going through the moon. I'm just stamping on it. Well, the stamp is bigger than the piece of paper, so just roughly halfway we're stamping our trees. And pressing down quite firmly just to make sure that, there we go. Then we need a piece of I need a piece of Perspex. Excuse me a moment. Sorry, it was hiding from me. This is a bit big for the job, but I'm just going to use it anyway. So any piece of, it could be from a piece of packaging, doesn't have to be anything special. Could use one of Stampin' Up's window sheet, but really a bit of packaging will do the job just the same. So then I'm going to stamp my trees onto the Perspex. Make sure it doesn't slip, so you get a nice crisp image. Success. See? On there. Bring my picture back in. Turn the Perspex over. Like that. Having to move it up a wee bit simply because the piece of Perspex is too big and it's sticking on the tripod for the camera. So kind of match up there. Don't let it slip like I have, and just apply some gentle pressure, but don't let it move. Just gentle pressure all over. There you go. And there you go, a reflected image. How's that? They're pretty good, eh? So I'll close the ink before I start, and then what I'm going to do then is sparkle it up a bit and make it look frosty. So I just dab some glue all over. Just a bit of PVA on a sponge is absolutely fine. So I've got some sponge here. It doesn't have to be any particular sponge, I just have this one that I keep for doing a job like this. I'm gonna... Woo! Camera just decided to wobble. Okay, I think that's clear enough now. So there we go. Glue over it. It's a bit mucky with the ink, but do you know what? It all just works in together. Just bludgeon the glue all over, randomly over the picture. Then I take a piece of scratch paper underneath. Whoops, here we go. Put my glue sponge away. I keep it in a sealed container and then it's easy to pull it out whenever I want to make one of these cards. And then, so it's all glued up, I put it on scratch paper, and basically just like heat embossing, but it's just the Dazzling Diamonds glitter, so just sprinkle it all over my picture. Just a nice frosted look. What do you think? I think I like that effect. And then when you stamp, matte and layer that onto a piece of Dapper Denim card, just makes it lie nice and flat and gives you, just pops it a wee bit, brings it to life. Okay, moving on, remove the, I think we'll just put them away because I am quite accident prone. So just in case. So there you go. Dazzling Diamonds. And then we take, so what we've made here is I had embossed that piece and stamped on it, matte and layered it, stamped this, matte and layered, glittered it up, matte and layered it, and then I think a bit of ribbon, the beautiful, like it's like crinkle seersucker style Dapper Denim ribbon, about a third of the way up. There's eyesight in it. I just, a wee bit of fast fuse in the middle there to stick it down, and a little bit at either end of the ribbon, just lining it up using my eyesight, and then where are they? My Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. Just on the back of this, just a couple, 1, 2 there, 1 in each corner's plenty. There we go. Pick off the backing because it won't stick if you don't. There we go. And a little bow which I tied earlier because I don't know if you've watched any of the other ladies trying to tie bows on camera. It's impossible when you're being watched. So again, just a wee dimensional on the back of there. Pick it off. There you go. Then what we'll do is I will then layer that on to a 7x7 blank generic card that I've bought in a pack just for simplicity there. You could cut your card, and make, maybe that's another video showing you how to make the larger blank cards. It can be done, I just decided to do the easy way today. So there it is. So thank you for watching, thank you for staying with me throughout. Don't forget to subscribe, and here are my contact details which I'll home in on. I hope you've enjoyed the card today, and I'll say bye bye to it just now. See you soon.